Well, it's a pleasure to be back on talkSPORT End Zone, your dedicated NFL YouTube channel. I'm Will Varney, and it's a pleasure to now be joined by wide receiver for the New York Jets, Mr. Mike Williams is alongside me. Mike, pleasure to speak with you.
Thank you.
Welcome to London.
Thank you. It's nice to be out here.
How excited are you to be here?
I'm excited. I came out here in 2018, played at Wembley, so yeah, it's nice to be back. Excited for the opportunity.
In terms of being a New York Jet, let's start with that. You joined in the off-season.
Yep.
You left LA. How have you adapted to life in New York and also being a Jet as well?
Everything kind of happened pretty fast. Came for a visit. Next thing you know, I'm signing a contract on the visit. Had to make the move in like 2-3 weeks, so everything kind of happened fast. So the adjustment came pretty fast. Still kind of learning as I go. I feel like the players and coaches making the adjustment kind of easy, so I just, show up every day and give it my all.
How do you feel you've adapted since joining? You mentioned there, I mean, you were coming off the back of injury as well, and to make that jump and come into a team as well with Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback and a lot of expectations on the Jets this year. Yeah. How do you feel like you're managing that? Because you're getting more reps as the weeks go on and you're having more of an impact as well.
For sure. Well, for me in free agency, it was all I was looking for. I was looking for an opportunity to kind of, play alongside a great quarterback, and fit everything for that, obviously, and how he showed up all his years and played. So yeah, I was just excited for the opportunity. Couldn't let it go by. So I just show up every day, give it my all, and don't let a day go by that I don't.
I wanted to ask you about dealing with injury. It's something that you've dealt with throughout your career, and
Yeah.
You've bounced back, and you've had those positives, but then you've had those negatives. In terms of your career right now, how do you reflect on those injuries? How has it shaped your career, and how has it shaped you? Because were there moments at all where you felt like, are you going to have another chance to get back out on the field? I don't know. What would you say?
Oh, well, when this injury happened, it happened early on in the season, so I know that I was going to have a chance to kind of, be available for the beginning of the next season. But yeah, it was never a doubt in my mind. I feel like we play a physical, hard game, so injuries happen. I know that I do everything to kind of take care of my body to make sure those things don't happen, but sometimes you just have things that you can't control. So for me, when an injury happened, I attack every day. I trusted the process and just continue to just put the work in to, get where I'm at right now.
Tell us a bit about Aaron and that law to play with him as your quarterback as well, because, at the age of 40, what he's being able to show on the field right now, some of those flashes to him being an MVP back in 2021, especially in that game against the Patriots. What have you seen from Aaron so far this season, and what's it like having him as your quarterback?
Just for me, just holding everybody accountable. He just expect greatness. He show up every day, and he just want to make sure everybody is on the same page with everything he do. It takes all 11 of us to go out there so the play can work. So he just always makes sure everybody on the same page, with signals or whether it's coverages or anything like that. Just a leadership player also. He show up every day and lead the meetings, do things like that. So yeah, for me, you just gotta be on point.
Do you think he's got a future in coaching with that element that he has of leadership?
Probably so. He done well in this league, so he probably won't want to, but obviously he could if he wanted to. But I mean, I feel like he's made a lot of money in his career, so he'll probably just go and chill somewhere.
Yeah, he might well do that.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about this wide receiver room that you've come into. So much talent and so much depth as well. Yeah. The likes of Garrett Wilson, Malachi Corley coming in the draft, Alan Lazard, yourself.
Yep.
It's a great room in terms of the depth and the quality. How have you found settling in with this wide receiver core, and how good is it, and how special could it be going forward this season?
Well, those guys was grinding all OTAs, all training camp. While I was off to the side, also grinding, but not with those guys. Those guys was putting in the work, and I kind of just try to fit in. You know what I'm saying? Just do my part, do my role, make the plays that come my way, and I feel like we all kind of complement each other. We all do different things. We all got our nicks and knacks of things we do great at. So we kind of just, when the plays come our way, make the plays and don't let the opportunity go by.
I don't think there's anybody in the league really in terms of a contested catch, a jump ball, where they're saying they doubt Mike Williams getting to that ball. In terms of wide receivers that you watch around the league, players on tape, who are some of those players that maybe stand out to you, players that maybe you want to draw things from and sort of bring that into your game? Is there any players in particular?
Well, I watch a lot of different people, not just big guys. I watch a lot of different guys. I wouldn't just pinpoint, 1, 2, 3 people that I watch. It might be a game that I'm watching and I see a guy run a route like this, and it might be a practice squad guy who just came up and was active and he ran a great route, and I'm like, oh, I like that, I'm gonna try that. So it's not just one specific guy or two guys. It's just, if I see something I like, I'm gonna try it. If it work, it work. If it don't, try something else.
I just wanted to ask, there's been so much talk this week about potentially Davante Adams and what he would bring.
Yeah.
Essentially, some of his qualities. What are they? What is it that you see from Davante?
He one of the best receivers in the league. Obviously, Aaron played with him, Allen played with him, Hackett coach him. All those guys have a relationship with him. So, but yeah, he's a great receiver. Made a name for himself in this league. Him and Aaron, are probably like best friends or something. So yeah, I mean, it'll be another offensive weapon. I feel like we have the guys that we need, but if added, I think it'll look good.
And just finally from me, you said there in terms of the amount of talent that we've got on this offense in the New York Jets. Coming up against a defense this week in the Minnesota Vikings that has been volatile, a bit of a beast of a defense that Coach Flores has been, bringing together, already undefeated this season. What are some of the challenges that you as an offense have to get over this weekend, especially after last weekend and that frustration against Denver, to really have an impact in the game as well against a defense like this?
Well, for us, we need to start fast. Obviously, Minnesota, they're going to try to confuse you. They're going to show one coverage, roll to another coverage, show one look, do another look. So you just got to, trust what you see, trust the safeties, trust everything that you see, and, play fast. Don't let the coverages and the movement, mess you up and have you thinking too much. Just trust what you've been watching this whole week and play fast and make plays.
Wish you all the best for this weekend. It's been great to speak to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.